Hello everyone and welcome back to our next video. So today we get a chance to talk to Cheri in our ambulance. Cheri, welcome to the channel.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
All right. Cheri, tell us a little bit about what you're living in these days or what you're calling home these days.
All right. I bought a 2003 Ford F450 ambulance. It's got the 7.3 liter diesel engine in it, kind of an extra long box on it, so I get a little bit more room in there. I got it online at an auction. It only had 75,000 original miles on it, and it was, maintained by a small municipality, used kind of as support vehicle for their fire department, not a everyday rescue vehicle.
Oh, gotcha. And how much did you pay for it?
I lucked out and got it for about $10K.
Oh, wow, that's a great deal.
Yeah.
So Cheri, how long have you been living in it now?
Well, I've been full-time in it since April of this last year. I bought it about a little over 2 years ago. It sat in my driveway for about a year with me going, do I do a full rebuild or not? And then I finally decided I just need to hit the road. So in April I headed out and I've done a lot of miles. I put about 20,000 miles on it.
Oh, great. That's awesome. So you've enjoyed it so far?
Oh, I love it.
All right.
I love it.
Very good. Well, I'm excited about getting a tour. You want to go do it right now?
Yeah,
All
sure.
right, let's go
see.
All right.
All right. So when I bought this ambulance, it was stock, all the cabinets, the gurney, everything in it.
You didn't want to just keep the gurney as the bed?
Did not. There was a bench here. I decided that that putting a bed here was the best layout for me, but I wanted to be able to keep the extra space. So it converts into a bench, couch kind of thing. It's plenty big enough. It's a full twin size bed, plenty enough room for me and my dog who travels with me. Mostly just plywood and 2x4s. I'm a retired robotics engineer, and I thought about all these cool things that I could do, about making it a Murphy and different things. But sometimes keeping it simple is the best option. In addition to having a great place to sleep, there's also a ton of storage underneath. I have found that I can keep everything that I need in here, and I've got extra space still, so.
Wow, so once you put that bed in, you have a ton of room in here.
That's one of the things that I love about it. I love that I can stand up, I can, stretch up a little bit. I can do yoga on the floor.
So I see once the bed turned into a couch, I noticed there's a bucket there.
So that's for my solid waste. And then I have a jug that I use for liquid waste.
So just noticing some of the storage in here.
I love it. It allows me to be organized, and I'm not normally an organized person. I love how much counter space that there is. This works as both a seat, and it folds down. When I cook, I move my stove over there so I have more room.
Has it been hard to stay warm or cool in this?
Not at all. I added a diesel heater, so there's a diesel heater underneath the bed with a remote by the door. And then the fan, it has an automatic mode as well, so it, if I leave and have to leave the dog in here, it gives me peace of mind that she'll be comfortable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you don't have air conditioning though, right?
I don't.
Have you needed it so far?
Haven't at all.
Yeah. You just go with the seasons, right?
Exactly. Yep. That's the beauty of being on wheels, is that you can move if it's too hot. So when I'm ready to cook, I just move my stove over to this empty space in the middle, and I've got plenty of room to cook and prepare my foods. I have an Instant Pot that I love. I use it all the time. I also travel with a toaster oven that I keep underneath the seat. I love to cook, and being in here gives me the opportunity to feed myself the way I want to. Yeah, so all of my food storage is either up here in these cabinets or my snack cabinet up above. It's good to have that one hidden so I don't eat everything all at once.
I can relate to that.
And then underneath is my refrigerator. I put it on a slide system, so it's got a locking drawer and it pulls out, and I can get full access to my fridge. It really just sips the power. This is such a great unit. I've got a Bluetti power system. Underneath it, I have a Bluetti AC200L. I've got a 200 watt portable solar panel that I put out so I can charge it with solar. I've also installed DC-DC converter so I can power it up when I'm driving. I get about 500 watts while I'm driving to power up the system. And then this model of the Bluetti has a 48 volt DC output that goes to a separate charge unit and converts it to 12 volt, and I run that into my electrical panel to provide 12 volts to the rest of the rig.
Oh, great. And then do you have outlets for like 110?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like one over here, one over there. There's one behind here and one down there.
And that's all plugged into your Bluetti?
It's all plugged into the Bluetti. And it's also tied into shore power outlets that I have. So if I do hook it up shore power, it charges the Bluetti and powers the outlets.
I love the fact that these are see-through cabinets. Do you ever have those doors opening up while you're driving?
I don't. As long as I remember to close them before I go, everything's good. The friction keeps the doors so that they don't, slide open accidentally. And then it's got this great lever system, so you can open up and access the whole thing.
Oh, wow. That's really nice for stocking or cleaning or whatnot.
Exactly. Yeah, all the doors have that.
So Cheri, do you have any advice for people that are, new on the road or about to hit the road?
My biggest thing that I tell people is don't be afraid, do it. I have met so many wonderful people traveling on the road. My life is so much bigger than it was being in a stick and brick. Being able to have the outside as part of my living space is wonderful. There are enough people out there doing the same thing that you're never far from help if you ever need help. This rig came up on an auction, and I had bid on Sprinter vans. I had bid on all different kinds of things trying to work it out. And then I won this auction, and I'm like, I guess that I'm doing an ambulance.
It kind of chose you at that point.
It did. It did.
All right.
Yeah. When I started back in April, I had really debated about how much of a build I wanted to do in here. And finally, I just decided that waiting around to make that decision wasn't going to happen in my driveway. I needed to go out and be on the road. So I told my family, I'll be gone 6-7 weeks, just going to do a shakedown on it. And I haven't been back home since.
So the 7 weeks has turned into a year almost.
7 weeks has turned into a year.
All right, so you clearly love this lifestyle.
I do. All the exterior compartments allow me to carry things with me, like I carry a inflatable paddleboard. I have a scooter and lots of tools and things that I wouldn't necessarily want in my living space. And being able to have them in the outside compartments gives me a living room, a bedroom, a kitchen, and then a garage. One of the other cool features is that I have a built-in laundry chute. So this opens up and I can put my laundry right out there. Then I don't have to deal with it inside.
Just like home.
Just like home. I have this 2-gallon water jug that I use for drinking water and cooking and stuff, and then I refill it. I have 2 6-liter water jugs, one I keep in here and one I keep in an outside compartment. So one of the great things about the ambulance is all the external compartments that are in it. So up here behind the driver's seat, I have my stand-up paddleboard, outside access to my laundry, so I can easily take that and go, and emergency supplies.
So you mentioned paddleboard. What kind of, people always ask, like, do people get bored on the road, or what are your hobbies?
Well, I like to knit, and I love to read, and I am an avid hiker. So, and the paddleboarding. So there's never a time when there's nothing to do. You just open the door, the world is right there. It's hard to be bored when there's so much to see and do. These compartments here that are for tools. Eventually, this is going to be water storage. I'm going to take the tray out and build a water system in here with filtration. It's right underneath the countertop, so I'll be able to plumb straight into it, but that's a project for down the line.
Good idea, though.
Yeah. Room for a spare tire. A lot of ambulances don't come with spare tires, so being able to do that. And then I keep my solar and electrical in here. And then on the other side of the rig here, I've got a battery charger, my e-bike, and e-scooter, and a ladder so I can access the roof. I know, I love being up on the roof, being able to watch like fireworks. And when I was up in Theodore Roosevelt National Park, in the middle of a herd of buffaloes, climbed up, was up on the roof, and it's surrounded by a whole herd of buffaloes, and they didn't even know I was up there.
So you're just up there hanging out, sitting around?
Just sitting up on the roof, enjoying the view, and a herd of buffalo came through.
So you have a deck up there,
yeah.
essentially.
Yeah. All right, so then there's one more storage compartment here, and it's where I keep the extra water and the extra diesel fuel.
You have so much storage on this. I'm very jealous.
Thank you. I love it. So then down below the fridge area are my starter batteries. It's got two marine batteries to start the diesel engine. There's a little bit of a parasitic draw somewhere to it, so I added a shut-off switch so that if I'm parked for a long time, my starter batteries don't go dead. I also wired from the Bluetti battery clamps so I can charge my starter batteries directly from my Bluetti as well.
Cheri, thank you so much for giving us a tour of your incredible ambulance. Again, thank you for joining us.
Brian, it's been such a pleasure, and I really enjoyed having you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, it was wonderful talking to you and just seeing all the spacious cabinetry and just everything about it in there just makes me rethink, what do I want to be in next? You know, I hadn't thought of an ambulance, but now it's on my radar.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll let you know if I buy one.
Sounds good. I'll be watching.
So folks out there, what was your favorite part of her build today? We'd love to hear in the comments below. If you got anything out of today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, share it with friends. Until next time, we'll see you down the road.
See you down the road.